Alright, so hello everyone, welcome to the stream. We're continuing once again with more motion rigging here. Almost all the way through the supporting movements, all of the hair, the eyes, things that will swing a little bit as the body moves. Doing these all ahead of time instead of doing the bits where the body actually moves, because this is much quicker, and if I get all this done, I'll probably have more willpower to actually get this done at this point. But either way, I'm partway through messing with Kurumi's hair here. I am looking at a lot of these, notably with Kurumi and Niko, the two with particularly a large number of hair pieces. I think what I'm going to have to end up doing is splitting the swing motions between two sets, just so that not everything swings exactly symmetrically. Go on full detail, then obviously it should technically be going with two complete, or like every strand should have its own parameter, but given that everything's got a triple pendulum, that's just probably a lot more effort than it's actually worth. Given that, let's be real, you're not tracking everything with the human eye at all times, and if you're actually looking for that level of detail, you're just looking for something to scrutinize at that point. So, I'm gonna continue with some of these parts. Working under the general assumption, once again, here, similar to Yukino, these two bits coming down the side of Kurumi's head is basically running under the assumption that the hair is kind of like settled onto her, the top of her collarbone, and then just like settling down her body. Obviously, there's not much to work with here, so it's not basically just having it hit the collar and then just sliding down, with not having it ride over the top of her chest. There's, well, to put it the nicest way, there's not much chest there to work with. So instead, for the side motion here, which is here, I'm gonna tuck this into the side pieces. I'm deciding how much I need to swing this right now, because these pieces aren't actually very big, because they're mostly like cover pieces backside here. Maybe what we'll do here is we'll do it as a 1-2 and there. Because here I shouldn't actually be swinging directly to the right and left. I should actually be swinging inwards a little bit as well. But give this a little bit of swing in. Hello, how you doing? We'll just kind of swing this out very manually as well here. And then for this one, we'll just swing in the very tip and swing out the very tip. These movements look small, but once all the swings come in, it looks generally fine, at least most of the time it does. We'll do the same thing here. We'll go 1-2 on. Yeah, we'll attach it to this parameter here. I feel like I'm making a much larger motion here than I am on the other parts. Alright, so we just kind of swing that like that. Just give this a light little swing in and a light little swing out. Gonna rely on the fact that her head is actually blocking a good portion of some of this. So for you and you, give you 1, 2, do I want 3 here? I'll just go 1, 2 here. I'm gonna do the same thing where we just kind of want to swing this kind of in towards her head. Oh, grab you. What do I want to do with this? I don't really pull this out very well, kind of because of the way it's specifically positioned inside the deformer. Really make a habit of adjusting the formers before I start to conform more the shape of the actual mesh. It really helps with pieces like this. With these very thin pieces that aren't abiding to the square of the canvas. We'll just set that like that for now. You are the thin piece here. Can I even grab this piece nicely? Or is it going to be a little bit of a miss if I try and grab it aggressively? A little bit. Yeah, this bit, like these thin pieces in particular, would definitely look a lot better if they're not moving at the same pace as the large piece. I'll find out more once you'll reach the actual motion part. Alright, so now for these back pieces. Back pieces are a bit of a weird spot because I've actually got it set up in a bit of a weird way, but I think 1, 2, maybe 3 here, right? Wait. You actually, I don't know if I want to move you around too. I probably should. I think what these two should probably only get a 1, 2 at most for the pendulum. And I should just do the full 3. Alright, how do I... Okay, now the question is how far down do I want to swing, because this is technically is hanging loose. How do I want to do this? Oh, this was a bit where you can really see how the piece just flips through the former. Alright, let's see. I do need to be a little careful with this piece because it's the H piece effectively. Yeah, that's gonna need a bit of adjustment afterwards, but that's fine. That's gonna need a bit of adjustment afterwards too. I'm pretty sure you can't see this. Yeah, this is completely covered by the other piece. Why am I even missing on this part? Yeah, you can't see that. Well, yeah, let's just go like this. And then we'll just go like this. Who really cares? You can't see this. We're gonna whip it out and we're gonna whip it in. What do we want to do with this? We can go meh. And then, you know what? We're not even gonna bother doing that properly. Just gonna mirror the motion. Alright, is that all of those parts? Okay. What do I end up calling this? I thought I'd just do this while I scrolled up and remembered. So this is positive, so positive is out. Oh wait, no, this is in. And then out. Out. In. Alright, and then we jump over here. Alright, out. In. Yeah, we're not going to use the full range of that. Alright, so out. In. That's way too much. Right, out. In. Alright, let's see. There's a space. Where's my other eye? Alright, that works. Can I get away with? Can I just do both of these at the same time? I feel like I can. It's not a good idea, but I feel like I could. Or whatever. Where's my other highlights here? Or just emphasize those corners. Oh, it'll get the job done. Alright, let's see if I got enough line here, because I definitely need to extend the line on Yukino. Bob. Bum 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 bum. Um. Alright, we're just gonna do the same thing here. We're just gonna casually move this over to this. And we're just gonna very casually, hum, hum, hum. That's good enough for this. Hum, 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 hum. Alright, now go back down, you. Hum, 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 hum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum. And then we just drag this down. This will let me shoot back here. Alright. Now we actually do motions that matter. Oh no we don't. It's missile smoke. Indeed. Bum, 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 bum. Oh wait, that is the wrong bodies. Alright, what is the best way to go about doing this? Is it now? How do I want to deal with the smoke here? Alright, we need one for the actual motion. Do we need one for opacity? Okay, do we want to have a different one of these clouds rise off each piece separately? Or do I try and mix it up a bit? I just have like 5 different clouds here. go smoke. How do we want to go about doing this? We want to move it and then do opacity, right? Alright, can I use a repeat parameter here? If the opacity turns all the way off as it goes to the top, I can just jump back to the original parameter while it's invisible. Yeah, that works. Alright, we'll just make it repeat. Okay, so let's just see how ridiculous it looks if I just go up to 10 and just go what? Oh, that's annoying. Okay, let's just not make it repeat for a bit just because it's annoying to mess with here. Then we'll just turn this all the way down. So in theory, what we end up having is like this kind of motion where it's going like like that. Kind of like this curve like this where it becomes visible and then becomes invisible again as it rises up. What I think I'm going to do here is that at the maximum of this, we're actually going to go here. Let me just make sure I can see this. We're going to go ahead and yank this to the side so that it kind of like spreads outwards as it rises up. So now what we have is something like this. Something like that. Alright, we'll just make all of these parameters, all the formers first. We'll worry about what exactly to do with them later. Okay, all of these are going to just need to go replicate. 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 And we don't have 5. Right, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, what shall we do with this? Yeah, we'll just pull this up, yank this, make this wider. Opacity, this, all the way down. And you... What's the shape of this thing? Let's change the default a little bit here. We're just gonna bring you a little bit this way. Bring you down a little bit. I lock those defaults. Alright, go like this. We're just gonna go yoink, yoink. I actually want to squish it in a little bit. Yeah, let's squish it in a little bit. Do that, go to here, you, opacity down. I should just move this one as well. We'll bring this like really far down. We're just gonna squash it down a little bit. Like that. Turn this down. What's this look like? That's a big cloud. Alright, let's go like this. We'll just go up. We'll go out, out. Something like that. Yeah, we'll go like this. Turn this down. Alright, so all of these should now have this like kind of curve where we can kind of make the smoke form and like rise up. We'll change all of these to repeats now that they're in place, and that should actually, can I still repeat them while I'm here? Like it'll go up, it'll like, and then it'll fade away again as it rises away, and then it should like flip, go back down to 0, then move through the bottom, and then up again. But as long as it's invisible while capacity's all the way down, it doesn't have this like snap back, because otherwise you get this like snap. Alright, now let's mess with the bits that actually need to move. Mr. Risso's arm. Bum. Alright, let's see. Just for these parts? Alright, so we want to go you. We're just going to put this into another deformer here, so I can source it a bit easier. Oh wait. Alright, we're going to try and lean the body here. How effective it's going to be is a different matter. We're not going to adjust the head to the lean. We're just going to use the head rotation that we've already kind of set up, similar to what I've done with Otogi. Just hope it works. If it doesn't, we'll miss it later. Oh, you can actually see down that far. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to go and add like a behind her. All right, well, let's go do that, I guess. All right, where's my backup? That's gonna take a while to load up. It's gonna take a while to take a while. Alright, where is Kurumi? Or where's the table? Uh... Alright, what do I want to do here? Just skirt, just straight skirt. Oh yeah, I should probably add in the overlay as well and see if that will set nicely. And you can actually have different blending layers inside Live 2D now. um, Okay, this doesn't really need to be super high detailed. You can't really see this part anyway, it's gonna be underneath her uniform for the most part. What's the front of Kurumi? Okay, where is color? Could be color. That's the wrong layer. Alright, how do we want to deal with this? I haven't really separated us very intelligently, but it's enough for what it needs. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to Otogi, grab the skirt parts from her, and then... Where's the skirt? Here. Oh, I just have a single shade layer. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. Guys, just a single 100% shade layer. Okay, there we go. Oh my. Hello there. Welcome to people coming from the raid. How do I want to do this? Am I doing this on the wrong layer? Trying to make sure I'm not doing this on the wrong layer or not. What layer is this? What is this? Oh, yeah, I'm doing this on the wrong layer. Anyways, welcome to the stream. I'm currently going through some part fixes for a animation that I'm working on. Actually, I could bring this up since you just got here. You just switch this over. Currently got a live 2D model that's currently halfway through motion rigging. I realized that there is a gap here that I do need to fill, so we're filling that right now. Let me just make sure I know what I've done here. Okay, I think what I need to do is I need to get that out. Then over here, we need to go here. Okay, this is a great layer. Either way, just need to fix up some pieces for this, and then we'll get back to the models. So either way, feel free to sit back and relax. And this is like 9% out of view, so I just need this to like kind of have the right coloring, right? Doesn't really need to have the actual coloring here. Just like the shadow. This isn't gonna move, so it only needs to kind of be colored in a way where it's visible from down here. Honestly, that should actually suffice. But this part is not a bit that's easily visible. It's not the front piece, and I just need to get the PSD out, shift this over, and then we can shift this into Live 2D itself. Alright, just give a moment for the PSD to open. Oh yeah, this is the full image with everything in its current still state. Give me this. Like that. I should probably actually fix up some of the mouths while I'm here, but I can fix that later. That could be a problem for future me. Alright, we need to go. Not you. Kurumi, no, not this. Kurumi, here, not here. Head, body, skirt, right arm, torso. Into here. Which should just be its own section. Put that up. You. Do I need to change the color of this? Give me color line here. Give me that. Oh, there's a little gap in the color here. That's a bit of a yikes. Sorry, just give me that. Change the line color. Okay, give me color from layer and then just go. Yeah, that'll do. Alright, then we merge this down. Is that going to be a problem, having the color not be as dark right in the spot? Oh, where's the arm? No, it should be fine. Realistically, it should be fine. I'll just save that. This is saved. Okay, then we need to go back over to here. Open this, go to this. Give me. Where is this? Here. PSD. Okay, so let's go. Alright, let's just check through this again. Okay, so I need to bring this down. Not you. Kurumi, not the front. Up, back. Otogi, Kurumi. Okay. Bring this down. Actually, wait, no. Quicker way to do this. Where is... Not head. Okay, just close that. Body, collar, left arm, you know... No, not beautiful. Torso, right arm. Also, we just chuck it into here. We just go like this, and then just go like this. Then we just go like this. And then right spot. Okay. Then we need to put this into the former. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna go from that. We want to go into where's Kurumi? That's Yukino. Where's Kurumi? Into here. Okay, so we'll go 1. We go 2, then we just go like yoink. Wait, hold on. Yoink into there. Okay. Alrighty, let us just go like this. Let's just go like this. Don't actually need that, but whatever. Okay, let me just do this again. Just go torso lean. Just get rid of this. So this should be a much bigger form now. We're gonna go 2x3. We're going to just look at all of this. We're just gonna make this a little bit easier to use. So we're just gonna go ahead and shift this to here, shift this to here. So basically we're just gonna lean over the former itself a little bit to begin with. Just so that each section is already kind of in place. We're going to lean the whole torso. Now then. The collar is going to need to be separated. Okay, we're not going to use this. We're going to use different part here. How much of this can I do all in one? How much can I just cheap out on not doing this properly? Left. Okay. Do I need to do the back separately? It'd be really nice if I don't need to do the back separately. Alright. What was I doing here? Where is Otogi? Oh my god, so many freaking folders. Otogi, where's Otogi? Not the face, body. Positive is in. Okay, sure, we'll just follow that. Okay, positive is in. Right? Alright, what do we want to do? We want to bring out to probably... Oh, does the form also change shape? That's hilarious. Okay, it's actually a slight issue that this is like this. How about we just don't do this actually? Gonna grab all of this crap. Gonna go torso. Just turn this back into a regular deformer here, just square. Then we get this out of here, put this into here. Then we just go... lean that. Alright, pull that in. How far forward do we want to bring the lean here? About to here? A little bit of a lean forward. She's really leaning forward. I don't want to bring this out too far. We're gonna lift this because this is going over the shoulder, and then we're gonna like bring this down. Alright, let me just go to the toilet real quick. Alright, let's continue. Should I set that around there? Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 bum. Do I want to push it forward that far? Probably not, right? Bring this in a bit. I'll just go with that. Let's just see how much of this I can move forward. I'm gonna do all the scarf separately, right? How much of Otogi did I move like this? Oh, not actually that much of it. I just shift this down. What shall we do with this? It's getting there. The meal is starting to get delicious. It does smoke now, but I still haven't figured out or decided on how to get oily bubbles on here, because we can now have a little bit of steamy smoke rising up out of the meat. Don't know how exactly I'm going to control this yet, but it works. Ain't that neat? Can we just like pull this in a little bit here? Alright, let's grab the Thai pieces. Would it lean just over a bit more? Maybe I can actually pull it over a little bit more. Actually, I don't. She's really leaning over. This should just hang. Alright, ba, 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 bum, bum. Ba, 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 bum. Okay, let me just turn her head down. I can't see. I wish her hair. Where is her hair? Where the heck has her hair gone? That is pulling a little bit of weight. Let's pull this. Too much? A little bit too much. Pup, 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 do I need to actually separate this at all? Or can I just shift these together? I feel like I can just shift these together. Actually, don't you enlarge just a little bit? Alright, I'll just go scarf. Yeah, I'm just gonna move this together. Just be a little bit lazy with this. Oh wait, I'll lock that please. Let's just hang, so we can literally just do this. Color. I want to just shift this like a little bit. Can I just do this together? Sure. Alright, how do I deal with the body now? Alright, can I just move this all together? Alright, we'll do it this way now. Alright, now how lazy can I be with this? That's the real question here. Alright, how cheap can I be with this? If I just pull this back, am I thinning that too much? Does that be okay with the neck? Okay, so then we grab the head. Where's the head gone? Head. Kid is here together. Oh, I didn't do the Halo on Otogi, did I, when I did this? Alright, well, either way, we'll go to torso lean here. We'll basically just bring the whole head forward. Once again. Okay, we'll just do it like that for a bit. Where's the back of the collar here? Give me the back. Okay, so the head is turning. Does it feel okay? Honestly, Oh, that's the arm. Oh, that explains a lot. Okay, arm. Where's arm? Okay, how do we want to move the arm? Why not just bring arms are the elbows are out, so we want to bring what the elbows in. Where's the back of this? You. What do I call this? Alright, just shove that in there. That's way too far out. Where's the, what part is this? Color, ye. We just pull that in. And then grab you again, back, you, in. Good enough. I'm pulling too far off for it is. Alright, let's go like that, and then where's backside you, and up, and that works. Okay, one thing I pulled us forward just a bit. We can't see the skirt, but the skirt underneath is actually moving. Just ignore that. Alright, can I grab the lower arm here? Can I miss the lower arm? Maybe I can just shift this around fully. Yeah, it's a little cheap, but that works. Although I need to turn the hair down again for this. There's a right arm. Just keep it there. That's not going to move that much. I think I could get away with this hand not really moving, can't I? It's a very subtle motion. Yeah, just that's very subtle. That's fine. Alright, where is Pakiyu? Bum, 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 bum. Neo yanked us back up a little bit. And then you... Oh, how do I feel about that? Ba, 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 bum. Alright, do I even want a back lean here? Okay, this is moving way too much. This is compressing the lines. Why is it compressing the lines? What did I do? Control points are really not a good spot. Yeah, I don't think I can do it. Okay. Really just a matter of do I actually need a back lean at all? I wish her here. Let me just try her here. Okay, let me see if I can mess with Niko's hands here. Oh, there's way too many things here. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Hmm. Bum, 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 bum. Actually, they've been missing the halos a little bit. I definitely have not missed the halos in recent times. Halo. Bup, 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 uh. Alright, we'll just turn the glow down. And we'll also do one for a blush. I just save that. What do I want to do here? If the lean has to happen for the head turn. Alright, what do I do? Okay, I am considering whether to just start on the animation part and then deciding what I need to do with the other parts here. Alright. What do we want to do with this How do I need to do that? Um, um, hmm. Hmm. What do I want to do with the arm here? Oh, how you doing? So like that. Is that the robot with the blue red? Big robot thing with the two parts? Indeed. Oh, that should honestly work for what I needed to do. Alright, do I... see if I can figure out how to rotate the hand a little bit here. Should I try and rotate the hand a little bit here? Probably the bigger question, isn't it? If I want to actually move the whole hand, it requires turning... well, if I want to turn the hand, it requires turning every individual finger. And I originally think I did a particularly good job drawing the left hand particularly well. Okay, I think this is the bit where I actually do need to just start the animation, just see how ridiculous it looks. Okay. I want to make some fixes to some parts here. So, number one is I do actually want to try putting an overlay over the top now, because there are blending layers inside Live 2D. So we're just gonna see what happens if I just throw an overlay layer in. I will use an orange light here. So the problem is that this overlay layer is nearly 5K by 3K, so it may cause a problem. Also, it does mean that technically my shadow should be a little bit darker overall. I'm going to put this over the top. It'd be nice if I could use like a lot of color correction, but I can't really. Alright, and I wanted to try and get some oils or something on the steak. Because right now, or on the meat, it doesn't really have to be a steak. Because right now, if you actually look closely, it's just got a crisscross of a shadow and a fabric texture on it. Because I just wanted a little bit of texture on it, and if you don't look too closely, the fabric texture actually kind of works. Once you get up close, like, this is a fabric. They just got grill marks. Okay, let me see if I can find my liquid reference thing. So the fun bit about oils and liquids is that they're semi-transparent liquids that are somewhat viscous, and I have been looking into white viscous liquids for stuff. But I can't put any of those on screen because those are, I'm not sure if YouTube can distinguish what these white viscous liquids are. So instead, I think we're gonna have to look for cream or something. That doesn't work, right? It's got a big old... Yeah, this is the one I usually put up. So I need to look at this. Give me this. Was there a Neo boss? I don't remember there being a Neo raid boss. I just remember the raids now having when you click onto it, it literally just gives you like, hey man, here's how you fight the boss, you dumbass. Because I definitely don't read it, so I still run into the boss with just a general attempt at big boom boom damage, and then not understand why I'm not clearing the gimmick of the boss and getting killed by it. You know, the opening of the Japanese client now includes wetsuits and firefighter outfits in like 2 of the scenes, so we'll see if anything comes with the new characters. Actually, I'm kind of curious where the firefighters are from. That's not particularly clear. I mean, they're kind of known that there was a marine school for a while, so we'll see what they do with the by default swimsuit characters, because everyone's gonna love that, right? You don't have a swimsuit version. You're just in swimsuits permanently. No one's gonna go crazy about that with the Finn books. What, the law enforcement? The police school in it? They're just like a school for public services. I'm currently very much delaying my need to try and work out how to get oils onto the meat, because I also need to work out how to make the oils run. I think what I need a base of like a gleaming liquid, right? Like it runs over the top of this. Where's the meat? Oh, this is just like a whole top, isn't it? Yeah, it is. It's just a whole top. And there's a bit where you can see the color just wasn't agreeing with me. It's just like sprayed everywhere. What the heck happened here? Oh, why did it happen to like all of this? I don't think it's supposed to look like that. That's weird. Actually I have the backup right here. Like, I'm pretty sure it doesn't look like that. Where the heck's the table? Oh no, it does look like that. Why does it look like that? How did I do that? I don't know how I did that. At the very least, it seems like they're committing to like releasing some new characters instead of just releasing more variations of existing characters. As much as for a waifu gacha game, they can really do that, because it doesn't really matter too much in a waifu game. Did I just draw straight onto this? Shit, right? What did I do? I need to do like a very light, like a yellowish brown, right? If I want to do oils. Let me just take a look at like anime stakes and just see like what's happening on the top of it. But usually you don't really see the oil that aggressively, right? Running down the side like meat juices. I think I'm gonna need to like get a look at the video. I'll get a GIF here. Give me some GIFs. Yeah, it's like all on the side, isn't it? Or it's just like this was running off the bit here. This one is raw. Is it? What about this one? This is not a GIF. Well, it is, but it is. How do I make this play? Right. It's just a steam rising off it. What with this? Yeah, most of them just have steam rising off it, and then the actual like liquid, like the meat juices, are like on the plate or the pan usually, rather than on top. I like how I'm just like scrolling through on Google, just like Google image. It's just like medium rare, medium rare, medium rare, medium rare, medium rare, well done. Why is this thing like a brown brick? What happened here? Holy shit, the inside's brown too. What the? That's like super overcooked. Ooh. Okay, so most of these go with any kind of juices, just like not on top. It's just like not a thing that really happens. It's mostly like, I wonder if I should have done the steam a different way then. I feel like, unless the thing is like literally slathered in something, there's not really anything running on it, and even then it's mostly like heat waves that just kind of make it wiggle a little bit. Yeah, I actually don't know what I'll do with this. Alright, let's just see what happens if I shove this overlay into Live 2D, just see how bad it gets. Are you saving? Okay, save. Did I add that? I actually don't know if I added that or not. Get this out of here, please. Oh, it is in there. Okay, so the fun bit is that the color blend for Live 2D that it now has does include most of the things. It's actually more based on Clip Studio than it is on Photoshop, which is weird because all of the Live 2D tools and plugins work with Adobe stuff. But let us grab this and just like, wow, that's actually not very, even a really high number, that's actually quite light. The thing I am worried about that this is like a very large image. And this may cause lag just having this in here. Oh, whatever. Alright, save that. I think I'm just gonna start messing with the animation and then worry about it later. Alright, what are we committing to? How big was this? It was just double. Well, first it's a 1920. And then I need to go double that. 2, 1, 2. About there? That looks too small. Actually, no, it doesn't. Then we need to center this correctly. Where's the anchor right? Why is it like this? Well, I need this to be half of 1, 9 to 1920. And then 2160 will be sec. What's half of 2160? Why don't we just get a calculator? Oh wait, I'm being stupid. Okay, so that should fit it directly within our frame here. Beautifully done. Exactly within the frame. Do we want this to loop? We'll just call this main for now. Alright, let's just save that over there. Can I not sit that by default? I sure hope I can sit that by default. What happens if I delete this? Keyframe, does it just... Oh, that's stupid. Can I not sit that as like a default center or not? I really can't, that's stupid. Wait, there's a loop editing support. What the heck is this? Does it actually like immediately loop the final thing now instead? Alright, well, let's just say we give ourselves 10 seconds for now. Doesn't look like 10 seconds. That looks like way too long, actually. Let's make it shorter for now. We'll mess with it later and extend it as we need it. 0.5. Actually, kind of thinking about how I want to do this. So I do want to edit just a little bit more than... I need more particles, I think. Okay, we're gonna finish up here for the day. I need to actually storyboard out the animation. I just realized I haven't really done that. I just have a vague idea of where the motion needs to go, and I haven't actually decided how the animation itself needs to flow. So I'm gonna have to think about that because I have not thought about it at all. But next time, we'll start on the animation. I'll hopefully have a storyboard ready. And I want to add some more particles to a couple of spots here. Namely around the actual meat area, around the table, because right now it's very bland, there's nothing down there. I think realistically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add some of the little like sparkly stars or like half transparent circles that just kind of float around. kind of similar to what you see in the live 2D animated little scenes you get in mobile games, similar to the memorial lobbies in Block Hive. Just a very auxiliary kind of particles, I guess you'd call it. They're just kind of extra, and they don't really need to be there, but they are there. And if I can figure out how to do liquids, I would like to add some liquids, namely just droplets that just run down certain bits. If I can figure that out, then I'll figure that out. If I can't figure that out, that's fine. I have a vague idea how it might need to go, but in terms of the use case here, I don't know. It's still a very unfortunate thing where very specific use cases are kind of hard to find for live 2D materials, especially in English. I'm not exactly sure of the terminology I need if I want to search in Japanese. Because a lot of this very specialized knowledge is honestly still kind of hidden behind the very big names and is not shared around as much as it probably should be, or it's more like the people aren't very good at sharing it around. So they might just throw something up on Twitter and you don't see it, you just don't see it. Alright, but anyways, I'm gonna go figure out the storyboard. So either way, thank you very much for watching today's session of live 2D modeling. Start on the animation next time, along with any fixes that need to be done. There is one big fix that I will be doing, which is I'm going to extend Yukino's mouth in the art portion so that we don't end up with jagged as mouth parts, because the line is too short to for me to stretch it. So that will be a thing that's changing. The mouth will just be longer, and it will just squish it back down to this shape, and then it should be much smoother. Because I made the cardinal sin in live 3D of not having the original parts be bigger and then squash it down. I tried to make those small to fit the illustration and then try to stretch it out. You never do that. And I keep doing it anyway because I just kind of forget every time. But anyway, if you want to see more of this, be subscribed or follow depending on where you're watching from. Leave a like because it helps me out, and I'll see you again next time.